Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Funday with Paul and Judy. We always rely on you guys to let us know if you can see us and hear us.
And if we look too red. Judy thinks we look red today.
I think we kind of look a little red.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Maybe I put on too much blush. Maybe you put on too much blush all over your face.
I didn't put anything on. I said, honestly, these LED lights will burn me.
Yeah, that's true. You have very fair
Very
Irish skin.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Wow. How about you being
Cheers
one?
to the weekend. Cheers to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to 2021. Cheers to cheersing. Yeah, we're happy.
Did you have a good week?
I did. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I was asking them.
I know. I was being you for a change. Hi, Kim. Looks like maybe we're coming in loud and clear, getting your message.
We did have a good week, though. Judy is editing. What was the thing that we cooked?
Bacon wrapped shrimp.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, by the way.
And I think I said it like that, too, in the video.
By the way, when you see that one, and when does that go normally? Tuesday? Wednesday?
It's going to be Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning?
Yeah, at 10 o'clock.
This was, we sort of had leftovers, but not really. So we did, since we were hungry right after we filmed it, we did sort of like as an appetizer, sort of light lunch.
Right.
And then for dinner, we had the rest. So it's gone. So yes, it was good.
It was really
very, very good.
Maybe I shouldn't make them wait. You guys want to see
yeah,
the little snippet of the video? Hi, everybody. I love seeing your names come through. And you're letting us know you're from PA. Cheers to you, Marianne. I got your message, too. I'm glad that you guys are figuring out how to get a hold of us through Messenger. So send messages anytime. Sometimes we're even getting recipes through there. Sometimes we're getting jokes and bumper stickers through there.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe we should do that segment first.
Okay.
Because speaking of participation, and if you find any fun bar signs or bumper sticker signs, please take a picture and send it to us through Messenger, because it's really fun to be able to see them. And Chris sent in this one this week. So take a look and see if you like it. All of our nurses and first responders are going to appreciate that one.
And I know what they meant to say.
Yeah. Yes, like parking, go back behind the building.
Yes.
It's in the rear of the building.
Yes.
But thank you, Chris, for submitting that to our new Sunday Funday segment, bumper stickers and bar signs.
Yes, that's a weekly segment.
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention when I was driving, but we have a long drive tomorrow to drop my car off from Judy's boo-boo.
Yes, last week.
So we'll look for bumper stickers on the road. We need to go in a high traffic time.
Exactly. Or park in a very, very busy parking lot. Just start walking around and looking at the back of cars. They're going to think we're thieves.
All right. What are you
looking
doing?
to steal something.
Just checking out your bumper stickers. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. So as I say, and all you have to do is send it on Messenger or in a Facebook message, and we'll get it. And I just take a screenshot of it, and then I'll give you credit. So Chris, thank you again for your submission. So let's take a look at the video.
I would love to take a look
since you
at the
mentioned
video.
that.
Yes.
So coming out on YouTube on Tuesday morning.
And before you go any further,
yes,
Judy is getting very close to 1,500 subscribers.
Yay!
So you need to subscribe. And remember, it's really easy. It doesn't cost you a thing. And you don't have to have a prescription or subscription to YouTube itself, because there's a YouTube TV.
Yes.
All you do is go on YouTube, look up Judy Crowell style. You'll see her smiling face, and you subscribe. Now, the reason I'm asking you to do that,
yes,
I know this is a long-winded answer.
That's okay. I have time. You gave me a full glass.
Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to whisper this because I don't want anyone to hear this. We have somebody right now that wants to negotiate on our behalf for sponsors for you guys. And if we have sponsors, then you get discounts. So the more of you that subscribe, the better she can sell us to sponsors. Does that make sense?
That's how it all works. Yeah.
Okay. It is dazzling.
Thank you.
In fact, you should subscribe just for her smile.
Oh, I think I keep showing the same thing again. Wait, there's other news. Oh, Sissy. Sissy, I got good news from my doctor, doing a bit better.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's great.
Good
I
to
was
hear.
really thinking about you. I got your message. So I hope that you were sensing my prayers and maybe that your ears were ringing. I'm so glad. That's great news, Sissy. Thank you for letting us know. So let me pull down the shot of us and
Okay.
I'll put up the video and you can see how inspiring this meal is. And it was actually very easy and quick
fun.
to be able
Yeah,
to
that's
do.
good. Except for the wrapping part.
Yeah, that's true. This is too much fun.
It's like carrying the Stanley Cup over.
I had to get it with a mobile shot because I wanted you to see it coming out of the oven. Oh, and there goes the alert. That's so funny. Anyway, I'm so excited.
Wow.
That looks amazing. It really, really looks amazing.
You know when you go to the end of the book and you read it, and then you have to go back and read the beginning?
Yes.
That was the end.
Well, I had to entice
It
you to
was
watch.
so good. And it was...
And we actually learned a lot doing
Yeah.
this together, too.
We learned that I cannot wrap bacon around shrimp.
Wait till you see. I had some fun. I'm still kind of in the process of editing it, which is why it won't come out until Tuesday morning. But
Are there going to be outtakes? I just have to...
I'm working on it. I went there. The outtakes are almost too good to leave till the end. And when they were happening in the video, I just had to let it roll. But I edit with earphones on. So Paul's in the kitchen doing something else. And I'm howling. He said, what's so funny is that this video, I'm having so much fun. Because
Anyway,
it's very
That's
funny.
in the kitchen with Paul and Judy.
But since you were talking about the YouTube channel,
Right.
and I wanted to kind of give you some guidance through this because it's really good, Glenn. If you've never made it before, I think you would really, really like this recipe. And as I said, very, very easy, really pretty quick. The extent of the timing is all in just waiting for the cooking.
And I can't wrap.
Well, then the wrapping, there was,
I can't wrap.
and there were only 16 and there were 2 of us. So you would have thought,
I'm going to release a song, The Bacon Wrap Rap.
oh dear.
Anyway.
So Linda had written to me and had some really good questions about how to find certain information on YouTube. So I thought I might do a little YouTube tutorial on when you go to a channel and she was trying to find a specific cooking video. And so she said, I looked through all of the options on your video and I couldn't find the one I was looking for. And I know you guys talked about, I think it might have been the brie video or something, or maybe it was your salmon, how you cook salmon. So what I wanted to do is take you to my channel and show you that when you go to it and you're on the home page and you'll see up in the upper left-hand corner where it says home, there are arrows next to those playlists. But when you click those arrows, and you see that there are 5, or I guess 6 more videos, then you're saying to yourself, wait, I still don't see the salmon one that I know you guys did, or the breakfast one, how to make the best scrambled eggs, or the brie one that you're always talking about and laughing about. So those arrows only show you up to 12 videos. So what you need to do is go up to the top again and see where the tab says home videos playlists. So click on the playlist tab and then you'll see that there are fewer segments, but they're all in playlists. So now let's say that you wanted to look in the kitchen with Paul and Judy. You'd click on view full playlist and that'll take you over to the playlist where all of the videos are. Now you're still saying to yourself, I only see 8 videos. Yes, if you scroll down, then you'll see the next 8 videos. And if you scroll down again, then you'll see the next 8 videos and so on and so on. So that's where you'll find, and you'll notice on there, let's see, which one is it? Oh yeah, second one from the bottom right there is gluten-free meal. Salmon is a top 10 food. So that's how Linda was able then to find that particular one. So I just hope that maybe that would guide you you nicely
Right.
as to not to be afraid of clicking around, but the playlists at the top next to home and videos is where you're
they
going to be
live.
able to scroll down.
And don't
Yeah.
feel bad, because every time that Judy's parents want to watch something that Judy did on her channel or on our channel together, we have to guide them through it.
Absolutely. And I'm even to that point now. One of the person that you were talking about who's kind of into marketing, she said to me, Judy, I need you to have more of a presence on Instagram. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness gracious.
Another one.
Yet another social platform. And so, but to your point, exactly how you might feel, there's no stupid question as far as
Right.
I'm concerned. So that's why I say use Messenger, use Facebook. Even if you're on Instagram, you can use Instagram to send messages. And that way I'm able to answer them for you. And you know what else it does? It gives me inspiration as to what other people may be asking or thinking or wondering. So you're not alone in any of these questions that you have about social media. Some I might not even be able to answer.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
anyway, I thought that might be helpful. So somebody else had a video that
I
uploaded
did.
this week too.
And I am in need of 13 more subscribers.
To
No,
get-
14 maybe.
to get to what?
To get to 800. So help me out getting to 800.
He's actually
the reason we do
climbing a lot
that
faster than I am.
is it really does. The more people watch, the more we can produce the videos for you
Mhm.
and eventually get discounts for you, which is also a great
Which is
goal.
it's a good goal.
All of my latest episodes are from subscribers requesting it. And this one is no exception. It's really one of my favorite. I won't call it opaques. It's more of a translucent stone called chrysoprase.
Okay.
And here's a little sneak peek of that.
Okay.
This is another lesson that is by subscriber request. It is from Devil's Day Mo, who happens to be from Australia. And he has asked about one of my favorite gemstones out there, and it is called chrysoprase. Okay, so what the heck is chrysoprase? Well, it happens to be one of the most valuable members of the Chalcedony Quartz family of gemstones. One of the nicknames, which I really call a misnomer, but one of the nicknames of chrysoprase is Australian Imperial Jade. Well, I'm going to show you first a picture of some Imperial Jade on your screen, and you can see it's a beautiful semi-transparent gemstone in a beautiful green color. And now I'm going to show you a piece of what I would call really a great gem quality chrysoprase, and it's somewhat similar.
Okay. So there you go.
It's another cliffhanger.
Yes.
No, but it really
stay tuned for more.
It's a great gemstone. And I also announced in that lesson that I'm going to be doing I started to do questions and answers at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm getting so many questions,
which is great.
that are fantastic. I mean, really, really great, insightful
That's
questions.
how you guys inspire us.
So I decided on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Just pick that out of a hat.
Okay.
I'm going to do shorter videos that are just some of the top 5 questions each week that I get.
Okay.
And I'll answer them for you. So
that'll be fun.
that'll be on the same channel,
I love
obviously, but it'll be on Wednesdays, just question and answers.
Okay. Cool. Oh, well, speaking of that, let me see if I can pull up for you Paul's YouTube channel. And that'll give you an idea about where to go to be able to find him. And then remember, when you go there, you'll want to go to, that was the number 44. So this must be number 45,
yeah.
that you just uploaded.
45.
Okay. And remember to go right underneath his name to playlists. And that's when you'll be able to see the specific video,
gemstones.
or even go back in time and watch some perhaps of your favorite gems being described if you happen to miss it. That's
Or
the
lessons.
beauty.
If you've forgotten about what is stabilization
Exactly.
in turquoise, you can look at that too.
So Sissy said I made her laugh. I know. I wasn't really. He never really gets mad at me. Do you ever get mad at me?
No.
If you do, you never show it. Maybe you're seething inside.
No. Life is too short to be sad and mad.
We always say, as long as you're okay,
Yeah.
then that's all that matters. So I did show your video and I showed your playlist. Oh, hi, Karen. She remembers us both from, we don't know which channel.
Oh, she said QVC.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, good to see you guys. I'm so glad that you find us. And, we never know whose Facebook page our video is going to pop onto. Because I think Facebook just sends them out randomly, not just to the people who follow you or like your page. So we never know who's going to maybe come upon.
And for those of you that just found
fun.
us, share with your friends.
Yeah,
we can have big watch parties.
So
together.
Sherry has a question. Can
Yes.
you describe how we know if it's genuine citrine or heat treated amethyst that looks like citrine?
Oh, that's a great question. I feel like waiting to do that on Wednesday, but no, it's a great question. And the truth is, almost all of the citrine that you see, almost all, is heated amethyst.
Oh,
and it's
but nobody really knows.
Nobody realizes that. But there is some citrine that occurs naturally, but there's nothing wrong with heat treatment either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A great question. I love it.
So, Aaron, do you work for Channel 7 KPLC TV? Is that why you want to shout out?
Sure. He needs to get a raise. Obviously, he has good taste.
Happy Sunday Funday, Mindy. Glad to see your name pop up. And I know there are also some people who watch the show after the actual live broadcast is over. I'm always impressed by how many people will say, oh, watching late or had to do this morning, so I missed your show, but I'm watching now, later. I really enjoyed that story or whatever. So yeah, it'll stay there and you can watch it anytime. We will always be
on a rerun. You can binge watch us.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
I forgot what else I was going to say.
About gems?
Do we have any other like newsworthy news? Except it's still a little chilly here in Florida.
Yeah, I know. I actually broke.
I know this is funny. We actually had lunch at one of our favorite haunts the other day, and then of course the people from up north were eating outside and having a grand old time, and we're like, it's too cold. We're going. We're going inside.
The wind was blowing the flags sideways, and we walked in, and there was a couple sitting out at a picnic table, tank top, shorts, flip flops. I'm like, snowbirds. They're thrilled that the weather is 52 degrees and the wind is blowing sideways.
I did have to remind Judy that I remember those days when we lived in Pennsylvania, and it would be like March, and it got up to 45 degrees. We're like, woohoo, this is great.
Yeah, exactly. We do remember those times, but it's still funny to see it around here.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I went out and bought some new boots yesterday, like snow boots. But I've worn them 3 days in a row. I know. I've already got my money's worth out of them.
It even says it right on there.
It does.
And bling.
I should have brought them down. I almost brought them down to show you because it's all full of bling. And I had brought home 2 pairs because somehow I'm missing one that I had, a pair that I had bought probably 10 years ago, but I loved them. So I bought the same color again. And then I shopped at another store. You have to compare because there are so many holiday prices going on right now. So I brought home another pair, completely different color, completely different look, and it had the bling on the front. So he says to me, well, I don't know. Why would you want to advertise like a UGG in bling? I said, well, what's the difference between that and carrying a Louis Vuitton purse? It's the same thing. It's all about advertising.
Paul has never been a slave to these brands. Yes.
How do we get along so well?
Then? I don't know. Because I save enough money on my generics that you can get the brands.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know what I want to talk about. This is going to be kind of fun. So for those of you that have, a Total Wine near you, we frequent that a lot because we like our wine. And in today's Brie Day, which means we're going to have some red wine.
You guys know what that means.
Well, I got a notification about highly rated, very affordable wines. And
he's great with doing that kind of research.
10 of them. So we'll do a review.
Did you have a certain price range that you wanted to stay within or under?
Well, I found things that were like $14 or $15 and under.
Okay.
That were rated 90 or above. So I'll do a review for you. We'll do a tasting between 2 different ones. Now we have some Tempranillos. And we have some
how well you know your red wines, but
the Tempranillos are Portugal and Spain, and we've had I guess it was when we were at the NOFI, New Orleans Food and Wine Experience.
Yes,
that
was fun. That had to have been 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, and that's where we got turned on to the Tempraneos, and they're very affordable. And so everything that we're going to be testing is rated 90 or above. And I don't really care about ratings. I always say this about any wine that you taste: if you drink it and you're like, "What was that?" Then I don't care what it's rated.
It was a bad wine.
Not a good wine for you.
That's right.
If you taste it and it's great, I don't care if it's rated 60. That means that's a good wine for you.
It's very similar to how you describe your gemstones.
Yep.
You know, when people will say, well, what's the best color of such and such a gem? Well,
what's my answer?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Whatever one you like is the best color for you. But then he'll also go into.
I can tell you what's the most expensive.
Right. And why. Yeah.
And if you like in the book, I even say, if you like a lighter color amethyst, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means you shouldn't pay as much for it.
But that is a wonderful segue into yet another subject that I have set up in my green room.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll show you. So what I did here is we have our January special of Paul's book. So if you wanted a physical book of the colored gemstones, we still have about 10
24.
Or 12. Oh, we have 24.
I did a count. We have 24 that are shrink wrapped.
Okay.
After that, if you still want one, it's just not going to be shrink wrapped. But the good news is then you could have Judy's signature in it if you want.
Well, if you want a book on opals, that's also available in physical form. And I think that I may have put up the link to the January special as to how you can let us know you might like to get one of those books. So that's always a possibility as well. And that would be for the physical book. If you would like to be able to read the books, but you'd rather do it on an e-reader, it's available that way too. And this happens to be the, I think it's Apple Books. Yes, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, that's the book that you can download on using Apple. And you can also use Apple to download the Opal book. And if you need to first download the app because you have an Apple device, it's free to do so. Now, let's say that you don't have an Apple device or you don't use Apple, but you'd still like to get the Opal book. See in the upper left-hand corner where I circled Amazon Business? So I happen to have an Amazon account as well, and that's where you can find it to put on your Kindle. That's the Amazon.com Kindle edition. So there you go. Oh, and Laura said she's so happy that she got both books. Oh, I'm glad they arrived, Laura. I know you were worried about that.
I knew it was late. It was after I heard that she hadn't got it, I checked the tracking number, and it was like, well, we're running behind. And don't feel bad because we got a bill in our mail about 3 days ago. What's the date right now?
It arrived on January 12th, and the bill was due to be paid on January 9th. And it's one of those double takes. Wait, did this just arrive in the mail today?
I thought it was supposed to be December that it was supposed to be paid. It was like a whole month?
No, because the bill was postmarked in December.
Right.
But the arrival date was 3 days after the due date of the bill. So he said, but this just arrived today. So I really did. I said, so immediately, of course, called the company and said, okay, you're not going to believe this. I'm sure they were thinking, here we go with a little violin.
But you should
But she really did understand.
You should always ask because it does happen. And I think that people are more sensitive and these businesses are more sensitive for things that are happening with the mail and being delayed.
I think they are with the whole COVID thing. So anyway.
So always ask.
Yeah, always ask. It just was and in fact, my nephew's birthday is today. And I, of course, texted him, happy birthday. And I'm not sure if because of our experience, I said, my card may not have arrived
until
yet.
Your next birthday.
Till next year. But it's the thought that counts and it'll eventually arrive. So he said, I know we sent a birthday card to Uncle Dave 3 weeks before his birthday, and he still got it after his birthday. I don't know what's going on. I have to take us back in time here for just a second if I can find it, because Glenna wanted to know, since we were talking about wine, if we paired our bacon wrapped shrimp with wine, if so, which one?
I don't remember.
I think you had your favorite beer, and I probably had a spear.
Oh, you know what I did? Actually, you're right.
Blanc.
I did have the I can, I guess, give them a shout out. I had a Bud Light Lime because sometimes with seafood, You like a little.
I like to stick with the whites, and then I'm not a beer drinker, so
But I'm telling you, that's
his
gone.
white wine.
It was gone in one day. Not the beer. I'm talking about the bacon wrap shrimp. And it really was an easy recipe, except for the wrapping of the shrimp.
Oh, that's the only reason, if no other, to watch the video is because it's just really, really.
I'm terrible at it, and I acknowledge that.
No, it was fun. So Betty White and Maury Povich also have birthdays today. How about that? That's cool. How about you, Aaron? And Barb says, "Love your show from Richmond, Kentucky." We still love when you write in and let us know from where you're watching.
Yeah, and
it's always fun to see all those cities and states popping up on the show. Really fun.
We haven't been in Kentucky in a long time.
My friend Ralph lives there.
Yeah. We flew there one
Lexington.
time on our little plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, too.
It was a long time ago.
You see, you guys bring up all these great subjects. So USPS is behind, Karen says. Got to build January. Already January. Yep. Same thing, right? But fortunately, companies really are understanding. So all you have to do is just call, explain the situation. And I had to do some dumpster diving because I had to go back into the trash to find the original envelope just to satisfy my curiosity. I'm like, what date was that postmarked? And sure enough, it was December 12th that it had been postmarked.
Yeah. Never a dull moment, is there?
You're right. I know. Oh, Aaron, my birthday is September 5th. So you're saying send the card now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know about that, Glenna, huh? Actually, I'm going to give you some even more information.
Okay.
As both the wine and beer connoisseur that I am. I'm not a big craft beer guy because they're just too heavy for me.
Yeah. You have to keep your girlish figure.
However, Michelob Ultra also has a lime. Lime cactus, prickly pear lime.
Do you like it as well?
I like it better. However, it's more expensive.
Oh, really?
So if I want quantities, I go with the Bud Light Lime.
Okay.
It's actually in our area. It's you buy them by these 12 packs.
Mm-hmm.
It's $2 cheaper. So it's $15.99, let's say, for the Michelob Ultra Lime, or $14.99, 15 versus 13, something like that. So $2 off. So if you want to save some money.
Who knew there would be this much interest in?
Listen, I might start a wine connoisseur channel on YouTube. or make
Sounds like you ought to do both wine and beer with all the knowledge that you have about both of these.
Well,
drinks.
Actually, it's funny.
Look, Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Hi, Ada. How are you?
Speaking of beer, do you remember when we went to the what was it called? Blues and Brews.
Oh, festival
in Telluride.
Yes.
And I'm always Judy.
Isn't that
knows
a great
this about
name?
Me.
Blues and Brews.
Judy had to endure me when I would go into some of these brew pubs, because some brew pubs have some really good food.
Yeah.
And then I go in there and I say, "Well, do you got anything like a Bud Light or Michelob Ultra?" Like, no, we only have our own beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm not going to go there to eat and not have what I want."
You just have to make it last.
So we met somebody that owned like 2 or 3 brew pubs in Colorado, and he happened to be at the same.
This is a funny story.
I said,
it's cute.
I said it drives me crazy. I go to places, and I'd love to go and support them, but they don't have any like true light beer that I like. And he says, "Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about." So you know what the best selling beer in my 3 brew pub restaurants are? I said, "What?" I said, "Bud Light." He says,
the 3 tops: Bud Light, and Bud Light.
He said, "You'd be fool not to carry it." He said, "I'm making like $4 on every one that I sell, so why not?"
Why not give people a choice?
Why don't you spread the word to the other brew pub owners?
There you go. They need to carry.
And we have one here locally that does carry.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name.
I was just going to say, which one is it? It's not Sea Dog. Sea Dog, isn't it?
Sea Dog.
Yeah.
Sea Dog Brewery.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a great place to try if you're ever in the St. Petersburg
and they have good
area.
food.
Yeah. I think we actually have timed this perfectly.
Yes.
Kathy's calling in, or actually following from Chicago. Hi, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see your name and your city. And Jonathan, who I know is up in Massachusetts, Barrington Brewery. So that's another good one.
But do they have Bud Light?
I don't know. He probably knows. He's a beer drinker.
I know they will have Sam
Hi, Lydia.
Adams in that area. I know they will have that.
For sure. Well, this has been fun. You know, we always go back through and we read the comments and we answer any questions that we didn't answer during the show. So be sure to make a comment. As Paul said, share the video
videos
on your
you
Facebook
can.
pages.
It's fun to do.
Yes. And if you had any other questions or missed any of the links that we were talking about as far as how you see the videos or how you look. Oh, there was one more thing that I wanted to show you. And this is another question that I get. And if you'll indulge me for just another couple minutes, I'll show you. So people have asked, like, if you're going to do a recipe, where do I find the ingredients? Are they written down anywhere? So I'm taking you back to
you showed this to me.
YouTube page. I did. Just to show you, so this is, for instance, the one that we did on chicken marsala. So if you went to that video on YouTube and you wanted to see where the recipe is, all you do is scroll down a little bit below the video. Now, I will qualify that this is doing it from a computer, not a mobile device. I took screenshots of a laptop to show you this. So you see where it says show more? When you click that and scroll down just below the top paragraph, you'll see the recipe ingredients that I list. The recipe directions are listed. Bless her heart, Glennis found a typo in one of them I did. And she said, Judy, because you know what? It was LaDon's recipe.
Oh.
So she had read all the details, bless her heart, diligently, and let me know. And I was so appreciative.
No, you should have said we changed the one letter so we wouldn't be accused of plagiarism.
Of plagiarism, yeah. So we made it our own, the recipe our own. And
With
also,
misprint.
in that See What I Own and Love, that's the place that sometimes I'll talk about where if you needed, say, a certain pan or a certain mixer or a certain, you know what, I even put my absolute all-time favorite, I own 3 of them, hand vacs. Remember that hand vac, that Black & Decker?
Oh, yeah.
I even
We use
put
it all the
that.
time.
Oh my gosh, that's the most powerful little thing you'll ever find. So I always put that particular link with all of the craving bacon wrap.
I know Glenn is going to make it. She's going to wrap it better than I did. There's no question about that.
So I just really wanted to show you a little tutorial on how to find more details. Now, since that was from a laptop,
Yes.
if you're on your phone, if you're on a mobile device or even a tablet, when you go to the video, it doesn't say show more. Believe me, I've done all this research to figure out why everyone's so confused because I've been there. There is an arrow down button next to the title of the video. If you click the arrow down button, all of those descriptions, everything I just showed you are all there below the video. So those are the 2 differences depending on the device you're using as to how you can read more and see the recipes. That's the same way when it comes to the fitness videos. I have a whole fitness store that you can scroll through, and I also have a description on what the video is about, what you're working on, what your goals are for that video, and what you should achieve, what you should feel. So that's, I hope that that's helpful.
And your latest video is really popular, the computer one.
Oh yeah, taking a break from your computer,
Yeah.
a little 10-minute stretch and move around, get that circulation flowing.
I sometimes have to put that on to get Judy to leave her computer.
It's true. It is very true. Well, when I get into that editing mode, man,
Yes.
I'm just like tunnel vision.
Honey, we said we were going to eat about an hour ago.
This is true. Thanks for bearing with
Yes,
us. We
thank
love
you.
your company, and we do plan to
Cheers.
see you next weekend for another Sunday Funday.
We'll give you the
with Paul and
debriefing on our Tempranillo tasting today.
Oh, yes. Yes. And look for the Brie video. Now that you know where the playlist is, you'll be able to find it. Take care.
Bye, everybody.